standing for the Australian National Anthem.
Welcome to Shepley Oval, ladies and gentlemen, for the game between the South East Junior Metro girls versus the Yarra Junior Football League youth girls. And I'm joined in the commentary box by Matthew Cox and Anthony Stanguts. I'm Neil Butler.
Nice to be here with you this morning, Neil.
And you also. Umpire balls the ball up, tapped out there by the Yarra team. Kate Tanner in the ruck, kicks the ball forward and picked up this time by the Southeast player, kicking out wide, and it'll be a great mark taken out there by Rapari. Plays on, kick forward by Southeast, coming in towards the centre, which is really muddy. Kick forward by Kelly, and a mark taken in defence by Southeast.
So Southeast on the half-back line, handball across to Hughes, who sends it to the centre wing position. Drop mark there from Jones, comes to ground level, and should get a ball up. No, it came free along the ground level. Picking it up is Yarra. Little kick along the ground. Big pack around at the moment on that far side of the ground. Ball spills free, diving on there near the boundary line. And has it gone over? No, there's a big pack around. We should get a ball up here.
It's going to be good to see the players' numbers for the first 10 minutes, but anyone who's playing anywhere near the centre is going to be covered in mud. Good tap down there that time by Yarra, running onto the ball, kicking forward, and it's going to be a mark in defence there by the Southeast. Good on the left foot into the centre, and that's a good mark taken in the centre by Holly Spencer. Beg your pardon, in fact, by Carleen Ryan from Hampton Park. Kicks the ball forward, but stopping in defence is the player I mentioned, Holly Spencer.
She kicks it back onto the wing position. Nelly, a mark taken out there by Yarra. Comes to ground level, handball away from Polkinghorne. To a bit of space, running onto it will be Rapari for Southeast. Got pushed as she kicked it there, was it?
It looks like it.
Looked like it, yep.
And a free kick. It's quite difficult when down the ground where it bounces and then rolls 20 metres. So kicking inside 50, coming out to meet the ball. That's good defensive pressure there by, it might have been Gietzmann from the Whitehorse Colts. Kicks the ball forward off the ground, running onto it now. It looks like it was Cruickshank, I think, with the ball. Hand passes it off quick kick into the centre. Oh, here's a bit of space for the Yarra girls. They're in the very muddy centre. I hope she can pick the ball up. Kicking it forward. This will be their first inside 50, and that's a terrific mark taken inside 50 by Bateman. Bateman kicks the ball quickly, finds her teammate, hands off this time to Jessica Smith, who fumbles at the crucial moment, and the South East team is able to defend. Oh, no, not for long, as no, they are going to get the kick out, and still inside 50 for Yarra.
Yeah, running onto it out there will be O'Connell Webb. Should pick it up here. No, sorry, it was Stoll who kicked it, but only as far as half forward for Yarra, who take the mark. Fires the handball off quickly. Ran into a bit of traffic, though. Handball missed the target. Yarra still with it, though. Another inside 50 for Yarra. Run into a bit of space now. It's a leg race. Tapping it there is South East, nearly close to the boundary line when Huda, and looked like a free kick will go the way of South East.
That umbrella's in a bad spot for us, but it will be a free kick to Jones on the halfback flank. Kicks the ball outside 50, looking for a teammate, but coming across in front is Cruickshank. And she kicks it inside 50. That's a well-placed kick if it comes off. Running onto the ball now, it is Mcfawn, who runs into the goal. And there's the first goal on the board to Olivia Mcfawn from St Mary's. And Yarra Junior Footy League kicks off the scoring at the 10-minute mark. Beg your pardon, that's in fact 3-minute mark. And the clock on the scoreboard, Anthony Stangett's designed to confuse us.
Oh, not really. It's okay for the ones that have been here before, and good play by Yarra, just pushing it forward. The South East Juniors had control of the game early on, but just in the last couple of minutes, it's been a couple of inside 50s for Yarra Juniors and get that first score on the board.
And just to clarify, there are two Mcfawns playing, wearing the 31 and 32. Charlie in the 31 and Olivia in the 32. It was Olivia who kicked the goal.
Yeah, well done to Olivia. Tap out one by Yarra. Comes to ground level though. They get the handball out here. Atwell gives the handball off to Cruickshank, who kicks it inside 50 for Yarra. Running onto it will be O'Hagan for South East, although it's going to be picked up here by Yarra. Kick around the body to the hot spot, and a good mark taken there.
I think it might be Catherine Smith.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. That one for the time being. It is Catherine Smith.
Thanks for sounding as though you were doubting my word, Matty. That was fantastic work. Well played.
She comes in. Should be another goal here and goes straight over the top of the umpire. So another goal on the board for Yarra Junior Youth Girls Football Club.
Again, a good centre clearance, getting the ball quickly into their forward line, and their forwards playing in front at the moment, which is getting them the options. Second goal on the board, and for South East Juniors, need that first score on the board for this term. Very
important to get one, you would think. We are playing, the umpires are balling the ball up outside of the traditional cricket pitch centre. They are doing it on the wing due to the state of the centre of the ground. And, of course, they're on the far side of the ground away from us. Ball goes up. It was tapped down by Tanner, who's doing well in the ruck for Yarra. Good tap out there. Clearance not quite coming off, though. Quick kick by Yarra, but this time South East moving on to the ball. Head over the ball, not rewarded, but working hard nevertheless. Ball comes out this time to Beth Cruickshank, who's been prominent. Kicks the ball almost inside 50, but that's a terrific mark. I think that might be Zangatinas there. Kicks the ball inside 50. Ball spilt by Jessica Smith. She fights on, though, but this time it will be the South East Juniors, I think, getting the ball outside 50 very soon. And a bit of scramble, and the umpire, I think, might need to come in and do some work on this one. Matthew, you can do the honours from here.
Well, thank you very much, Neil. Umpire puts it into the air. And good fly, but it'll be won by Yarra. Comes to ground level. Handball comes out of the pack. Missing it, though, was Tanner. Comes to ground level, and picking it up there will be O'Connell Webb. Kick on to the centre wing position. Polkinghorne tried to meet it, overran it, though. South East pressing to the forward line. A fumble just at half back for Yarra. Comes to ground level. They get the handball out here, South East. Little kick around, but it'll only go as far as Kelly, who will send it back to the centre wing position. Comes to ground level. Picking it up will be Courtney Jones. Kick was smothered as she kicked it. Picked up there by O'Connell Webb. She's been busy so far in the early stages of this game. Comes to half forward for South East. Play on, said the umpire. Handball given off to Browning, who kicks a nice little one. Shepherded through. Is it kicked off the ground and should be a goal.
Well, I think it's just
Free
the
kick.
minus.
Free kick.
Free
yeah,
kick.
Free
Okay.
kick.
Good work there by Caitlin Bonney, picking up the ball when it spilt, but infringed on her opponent. Comes outside, goes through the hands of Akers, who wasn't able to control it. Picked up this time, thrown on the left boot by Carleen Ryan, and she finds her teammate, Courtney de Kroon, just outside 50. Spilt the ball, and she fights on nevertheless. That'll teach me to look down and check the record.
She actually played on.
Oh, did she? Okay, thank you. That'll teach me though, won't it?
I'm glad the special comments person was watching it.
And he's very special. Quick kick forward by Goulet, and that's going to be a mark in the back pocket to Yarra.
Yeah, it didn't go far back enough on her mark, and kicked into the girl on the mark. So unfortunate missed opportunity then for Southeast Juniors, because they're just crying out for that first goal. A couple of inside 50s during the last couple of minutes, and haven't been able to capitalise with their first score as yet.
Played about 7 minutes here in the first term at Shepley Oval. Southeast might get another inside 50 here. They do, and a nice mark taken there by, it is Paris Stale. Apologise if I got that wrong. Handball given off there to Gawley, who sends the ball on its way. It'll go out on the full though. So a free kick to go the way of Yarra Juniors.
Given the fact that the ball must be starting to get a bit damp out there, they're kicking good distances. They're getting 30 and 40 metres on the kicks, and you know, that's going to drop off, I think, as the game goes on, Anthony Stankers.
Yeah, it will, and that's something that the coaches need to be aware of, that playing in front is going to be a key during this game.
And Yarra have been doing that a lot more, I think, at this point of time. It's Jones who can't quite get her hands on the ball. Ball kick forward. Good attempt at the mark by Cattle. Ball spills through her hands, though. Running onto it is Jessica Smith for Yarra. Hand passes it off towards Zangantinas, and I apologise if we got that wrong. But fighting hard on the ground is the Southeast players. They get it out to Cattle, and she kicks the ball forward, running towards it. Well played there by Danny Jones, the girl from Healesville. Put her head over the ball and caused the spill, but the ball is now picked up by Rapari for Southeast. It's not going anywhere, and it's not going there fast, and the umpire is watching very carefully. Quick kick out of the pack this time, and it's picked up by O'Hagan, who's found some space and kicks the ball back past the centre, and her teammate underneath. That's a terrific mark taken by Goulet.
Yep, so nice mark there too by Goulet. Calling for players to come up the ground. Sends a nice little kick to half forward. Punch from behind from the Yarra Juniors defence. Comes to ground level. They should be able to clear here, and a nice little kick through the centre of the ground. Bit of space now for Yarra to work into. Kick around the body there by Gietzmann. Into the forward, overrunning it there was Yarra. Comes to ground level. Southeast trying to get the ball out. Tapping it very close to the boundary line. Picking it up there will be Smith. Handball over the top, missed the targeting Gietzmann. It'll be a kick out, but only as far as Tanner. Oh, she fumbled at a crucial moment. Got the handball away just, and it comes to ground level. Spills out the back of the pack. And a little push along the ground. Umpire calling play on for the time being. Yeah, Southeast defence working very hard to try and contain possession at the moment. We should see a ball up here. No, it's been tapped out again. Getting the handball away that time was Yarra Juniors. Handball over the top, into the pocket. Out there's Geitzman again. Desperate stuff on the ball there by Southeast. Big pack of players around the ball, congested footy at the moment. Umpire calling, playing on, and finally we'll get a kick out of defence from Southeast.
But it's coming straight back in because the Yarra player has picked the ball up. This time Cruickshank can't get her hands on. I think that ball's starting to get slippery. Throws it on the left boot, kicks it inside 50. All up, none down. Ball spills, picked up eventually by, might have been Poulton with the ball. Not a good enough kick. The umpire says play on, not 15. So it's taken this time by Tanner, who runs around, kicks the ball to the top of the square, and finds Isabella Gietzmann right at the top of the square. Distance won't be an issue, and she's absolutely dead in front, so you'd expect her to convert this. Played 11 minutes here at Shepley Oval in Dandenong. She goes back, makes no mistake, and that's Gietzmann's first goal, third goal for Yarra, and they lead 3 goals straight. 18 points, and the Southeast Junior girls not yet scoring. 11 minutes into the first quarter, Anthony Stankitz.
Yeah, missed opportunities for Southeast Juniors. They had it down in their forward 50, weren't able to capitalise with a score. It's gone down the other end of the ground. A couple of more inside 50s for Yarra so far in this game, 6-4. And one of the players that's working really hard in defence for Yarra Juniors and as pushing the ball back down the field is Nicole Ackers. So great work from behind, just punching the ball away and making a real contest in defence.
Another good tap out there from Tanner. Comes to ground level though. Kick into the muddy patch on the field. That'll make things interesting as the day goes on. They get a clearing kick here, Yarra, to the half-forward area. Fumble on the ground. Umpire's picked out a free kick, and it'll go the way of the Southeast Juniors. Not entirely sure what that was for.
I think as she was running towards the ball, she just had a jumper tug there by Catherine Smith, and it'll be Tegan Shelton with the free.
Yep, so she's kicked it back into the middle. Could be a turnover here, though. Yarra with the ball. Just got it away in the nick of the time. They're back into that muddy patch of the field. They get very boggy through there. A couple of players already down. And wrapped up in the tackle. Ball spilt free. Back on ground level. Feeding the handball out there for Yarra. And working her way very hard is Browning. Couldn't quite get it. Handball comes out of Atwell. Comes to ground level once again. Around the half-forward position. Kick away here this time by Sheldon, but only as far as her Yarra opponent. Sends it inside 50. No one able to take the mark and should be cleared now by the defence.
Taylor Hughes kicks the ball out, finds her teammate in Browning, who's done well so far. Kicks the ball inside into that centre area. Very muddy. If you won the toss, you'd bowl. And the umpire is going to pull the ball up right in the centre cricket area here at Shepley Oval, and clearly going to throw up, couldn't possibly bounce it there. Ball goes up, tap down, this time by De Kroon. Ball comes out to the Southeast team wearing the old dandy jumpers from yesteryear at this ground. Ball spills out to the Yarra side, kicking out wide and looking for her teammate, in fact her runner, and running onto it will be the Southeast player. Quick kick goes nowhere, but does end up with her teammate, picked up by Cattle, who's done quite a bit today, and gets it across to Ross. Ross off to her teammate, who's going to have the left foot kick out here towards us on the commentary wing, thankfully. Leading in the race for the ball, though, was the Yarra player in Polkinghorne, but kicking forward for Southeast, only as far as their defensive 50, and Akers across the back line.
Yeah, Akers back into that muddy bit in the middle of the field. And a nice strong mark taken there by Yarra. Feeds the handball off. It was Kelly that took the mark. Kick now to the half-forward flank. Bit of room to move now for Yarra. Got a bit of space if they can pick it up cleanly. Well shepherded out there as well by a teammate. Kick into the middle, though, was poor. It'll be picked up by Tegan Shelton, who gave the handball off to O'Hagan. Kick into the middle, and a nice mark taken out there by Southeast player.
Come on, Matty, who is it?
Oh, I'll make a guess. Unknown. Kicks into the middle. Nelly a mark taken by Ryan. She couldn't grab it, though, but was able to nearly clear it. Was smothered off the boot. And umpires picked out a free kick. Advantage has been paid, but it hasn't been to their advantage, though, as marks taken back, half back for the South.
So Spencer from Kew Rovers kicks the ball out wide, finds her teammate out there. It looks like that might have been Polton, and they're moving the ball very well, Anthony.
Yeah, they are making a quick transition, but just unable to get it back inside their forward 50 at the moment, Yarra.
Skills are not particularly flash, which you'd expect in a grand final where the ball is wet and soggy, but the umpire is going to ball the ball up to break it up a little bit. Going up in the ruck, Atwell gets her hands on it first, but running away with the ball for Southeast is Gourlay, who kicks the ball long towards 50, and running onto it now is a teammate in Lorena. Couldn't quite get away. That again teaches me to look down, and umpire may come in and ball the ball up here. An interesting tactic, Matty, you might watch next time there's a centre bounce. One of the players for Yarra playing out here on the wing by herself, and she's got all this side of the ground to herself. It's opening up that side of the ground quite a bit. Yeah,
and they've been trying to come to her the last couple of times as well. This ball comes out of the back of the pack, but a lot of players around the ball. We should get a ball up here, and that's what the umpire will call for. 18 points, the margin in favour of Yarra. Played about 16 minutes in this first term. Contest didn't favour anyone. Comes out the back of the pack to Poulton, who put a handball up into the air. Couldn't control it, was Gourlay. Comes to ground level. Now you've got a Southeast player. Tried to work her way around a bit of traffic. Comes to ground level once again. They're struggling to just take clean possession of it at the moment. Kick to the hot spot was a nice kick. Couldn't take the mark. And I believe that was Lorena. So just a minor score. Their first score of the day for the Southeast Juniors. They're one behind to Yarra, who are 3 goals straight.
And you mentioned their inability to find clean possession inside forward 50, and that's due to the defensive pressure of Yarra so far in this game.
They've been good, Yarra, and the ball has spilled over the back, but they've just been a little bit harder at the ball too, as evidenced by that particular exchange. Ball kicked forward again by the Yarra girls, and leaning over to try and pick up the ball. It looked like it might have been Cruickshank. She's been very good in the first quarter. Handballs the ball out wide. Now there's a bit of space for Yarra. Kick forward inside 50. That might have been Spencer. Running onto the ball now. Good shepherding there by Bateman, allowing her teammate, was Cruickshank again, I think, with the ball, but couldn't get onto it. No, in fact, it was Provan, and the ball is going to be tied up in the back line, you'd think, and the umpire, I think, is going to have to come and bounce the ball here in the forward pocket. Yep, and very, very close to the goals for Yarra inside 50, Matthew.
Yeah, I reckon Southeast would be looking to punch it over the boundary line here, but they're unable to. Comes into almost the corridor. Defence trying to rush it through. Yarra trying to take possession and get a goal out of it. Umpire should come in and ball it up, and does.
Yes, I think if I was the Southeast ruck person here, I'd be looking to whack it over my head. Interestingly, coming from the side that she'd probably want to punch it towards, that was to Croon.
Comes to ground level once again. And you reckon nerves would be playing a big role in this game as well, as a kick comes out of the pack.
That's a
and it's
terrific
goal.
I'll tell you who that was in a moment, but good opportunist goal there by Jessica Provan, I think it was, and good opportunist goal. Really good roving to the pack, Anthony Stankers.
Yeah, she's just come off the bench, so great addition to the field, and good work by the coach bringing her onto the field, just giving a bit of zip in that forward pocket. She was involved in that previous bit of play that headed towards the boundary line, and once again just showing her energy and fresh legs since she's come onto the field, gets her first goal.
You'd see Jeff Hooper be down on the bench high-five and all his assistant coaches going, I tipped this.
Yes.
Well done, Hoops. So the ball goes up, tapped down in the centre, this time by Atwell, who was moved into the ruck. That might have been a bit high, but the umpire said play on, and Pierce does. Southeast desperately trying to get the ball out of the centre, but that is quarter time here at Shepley Oval in Dandenong. We find the Yarra Junior Football League Youth Girls 4 goals straight, 24 Southeast Junior Girls, 1 behind. And goal kickers, please, Anthony Stangerts.
Yeah, goal kickers so far, all for Yarra. Smith, Mcfawn, that's of course Olivia, Provan and Gietzmann. So the 4 single goal scorers.
Umpire puts it into the air to get this second quarter underway. Into the middle where it's very, very muddy, as we've already mentioned. Might have been a hold there. Umpire said play on. Handball comes out in favour of Yarra. They're going to kick it forward. In fact, it'll float onto the centre wing position. Now they're going to get a kick forward here, Yarra Junior, and a nice mark. It has been paid. Handball off to Mcfawn. She fumbled though, comes to ground level. And umpire will come in and we'll get a ball up half forward flank for the Yarra Junior Football Club, who lead by 23 points.
One of the pleasing aspects so far for Yarra and their coach is that they're looking at playing on at every opportunity. It's not coming off at every opportunity, but the fact that they're looking at that approach is moving the ball fairly quickly for them.
You'd always be happier with a player making a mistake playing on than stuffing it up static, isn't it?
Correct.
Ball goes inside 50. It was a good kick by Atwell, and it's found a teammate there, Charlie Mcfawn, who hand passes it off to Tanner, kicks the ball inside into the hot spot. Ball spills over the back. Dandenong, Southeast doing really good work to get the ball out. Picking up the ball is O'Connor Webb. She's tackled pretty quickly. Picked up now by the Yarra player. Indiscriminate hand pass means the ball comes outside 50 and the ball will roll out of bounds. I think for the first time. We haven't seen too many out of bounds today,
No.
Matthew.
No, it'd be the first or second one. Certainly, I reckon the first one on this side of the ground. And at that end of the ground as well. Didn't get much play during the first quarter.
Well, let's be honest, we'd like as a commentary team to see the ball more out on this broadcast side wing than the outer side, and hopefully we will this term.
Punch came down in favour of Yarra. They're going to get it inside 50. Trying to pick it up there is Gietzmann. Handball feeds out there to Mcfawn. And a kick on its way there by Cruickshank.
Good kick.
Comes to the hot spot, and a good mark taken by Mcfawn. And it is Olivia Mcfawn. Comes in and has kicked it. 2 goals there for Olivia Mcfawn. And a nice little margin now for Yarra. They're certainly in control. 29-point margin. They're 5 goals straight to just 1 behind.
Yeah, big difference during this term, the marks inside 50. So that Yarra's been inside forward 50 twice, 2 marks inside 50 as well, and great conversion and something that Southeast Juniors are still looking at. For Southeast Juniors, they went through the whole preliminary rounds without having a goal scored against them. And so far in this game, they've had 5 scored against them. Conversely, the Yarra Juniors, they only had 4 scored against them during the opening stages of the tournament, and averaged a 9-goal winning margin, which they might be on track for today.
Indeed, so the ball thrown up in the centre. Good positive move by Southeast. Goes inside 50 on the commentary side of the ground. Coming out to meet the ball there was Danny Jones, who gets a kick in towards the centre. Couple of teammates there. Cruickshank, who's been very prominent, gets the ball back to Jones, who kicks the ball out wide here. And good interception there by Southeast. Wasn't able to complete the mark. That was Logan O'Connell-Webb, who's probably been one of Southeast's best. Umpire comes in and will throw the ball up. Went out and spoke to the umpires before the game. I said, anytime the ball goes on the other side of the ground, how about a free kick to bring it back this way? They haven't listened.
I like that. I like that. I wish it was implemented.
That's how we used to umpire.
Here's the ball now in the hands of Yarra. Just fumbling it a bit still at the moment. Pressure being applied by Southeast. Might have been ridden into the ground there. Umpires say, no, I'll have it in my hands, and we'll get a secondary ball up, similar position to the last one. Goes into the air. Tap out one in favour of Dixon. Sorry, that would be Tanner. Looking at the wrong team sheet there.
And carried by O'Connell-Lep. She's been good.
And, yep, so kick now just forward of the wing. Might be turned over here, though, for Southeast. Yarra with the ball at the bottom of the pack there is Catherine Smith. And umpire's going to come in and we'll get a 3rd ball up in the matter of about a minute.
You can tell O'Connell-Webb did Oz kick. That's a beautiful drop punt style she's got, isn't it? So ball picked up, kicked forward by Yarra. Coming on to meet the ball is Jessica Smith. Right near the glue pot, she kicks the ball forward. There's a couple of players who left it for each other, which was unfortunate for Yarra. Running back onto it now, it's Provan, who's got a goal earlier in the game. She hand passes it off. Eventually it ends up in the hands of Jessica Smith. Ball just rolls inside 50 briefly, comes back out again, but hand pass comes back to the player. This time it'll be Spencer who can't control it. Good work there. I think it might have been by O'Hagan, and she wraps the player up. Ball comes out in favour of Southeast, but standing behind off the ball, it will be Claire who kicks the ball back inside 50. And at the moment, Yarra are just looking the more composed. They're getting the ball inside 50 significantly more often, but good defence that time by O'Connell-Webb again. And you can always tell when they're playing well. We don't have to look down at the sheet to find out their name anymore. They've been called enough. And that's a terrific piece of play there. Umpire will ball it up just outside 50.
Yep, into the air again. In favour at that time by Rapari. Comes to ground level. They're clear here, Southeast. Kick it to half forward. It was a nice kick too.
Another Oz kicker.
Inside attacking 50. Taking it here will be Diaz. Kicks it forward for Southeast. It's into their pocket. Running onto it will be Hazelden. And a big pack around the ball. Will it come out? No, umpire will call for it.
Yeah, goal umpire called out of bounds, so boundary umpire just making her way round.
They're playing the old bring the ball in 10 metres off the boundary to throw it in, which is means the game will open up a bit more, which is good initiative there. Ball is being scrambled at the bottom of the pack, and umpire's going to have to come in and ball this up. So, Anthony, you're obviously involved in AFL Victoria. Is that a directive that would have gone to the boundary umpires, or is that them making their own decision?
Would have been a directive for this game, especially closer to goal.
Particularly a big ground like this. Ball comes over the back, and running onto it was going to be Polkinghorne, but she was gazumped by her opposition player. Ball is still inside 50 for the Southeast. There's an extra player here, so they should be able to do something. It's picked up by Goulet. Couldn't do anything terribly good with it, kicked it out of bounds on the full, but it was good decisive play that time by Southeast, Matty, and they just look like they're starting to pull themselves back into this a little.
Looking a little bit more attacking, which is good to see. It'll give them a bit of confidence.
But it is the free kick to Yarra in the back pocket for that out of bounds. And there's a breeze, and that breeze has taken the ball back out of bounds on the full. It'll be a free kick to Southeast right on the 50 metres. Given where that umbrella is, I'll get you to call it, Matty.
Yeah, I can't see much better than you, mate. As it comes to ground level now, picking it up there will be Pearce. Fired the handball off into a bit of traffic, though. It'll be turned over. Yarra with the ball for the moment. Kicked there by Polkinghorne. Tapping it along the ground. Out there is Yarra, and they're going to get it clear through Acres. Comes into the middle. It won't be cleared, though, because it's back in the hands of Southeast. They're just working it forward nicely here. Trying to pick it up off the ground there was O'Connell Webb. Yeah, play on, said the umpire, though. Comes into the middle. A couple of Yarra players there. They needed to talk and did very, very well. Nice little kick comes out to the wing position. Well, the boundary line beat them, though. Nice bump and Shepherd, but the teammate that nearly took it fumbled. And Southeast should be able to clear it here. Dixon couldn't take clean disposal, and the kick will come the way of Smith. Gets it forward for Yarra. Under pressure at the moment. Southeast will kick it back to the centre wing position. Coming out to meet it, though, was Spencer. Thank you, Neil. As it comes to centre half forward, and Yarra have worked it very, very nicely in this passage of play. Nice little chip kick over the top, and good talking there from the players. Zagontinos kicks it into the hot spot. She might get it back here. Desperate stuff, though, by the Southeast defender. And it's Sheldon in there. Umpire, you would think, should call for it. And no, letting it go, and it'll come out the back of the pack. Picking it up, there's Mcfawn. Couldn't take clean disposal of it, and Southeast should be able to clear off half-back.
So running outside 50 metres and kicking the ball long down the wing. Not a particularly useful kick because it's going to come straight back. Running towards it is Catherine Smith. She's got the ball. Might have been clipped a bit high, but umpire said no, fair tackle. So the ball spills out. Good attacking run, though, by Yarra at the moment. This time, no, it's spilled over. Picked up by it was De Kroon who kicked the ball inside 50 for Southeast. And there's a 3-on-2. They should be able to do something with it. Handball up in the air. But there seems to be more Yarra players who have turned up to help out. Umpire's going to have to do something here. And no, they've let it run, and it's picked up by the Southeast player. Running back into trouble a little there was Ryan, and very scrambly play at the moment. And still the umpire lets it run. Picked up on the far side of the ground by Wenhuda. Yarra still desperately trying to get it outside 50. That might have been Polkinghorne again with the ball. Kicks it back inboard, though, straight into the arms of O'Connell Webb. Unfortunately for her, kicks to the top of the goal square, and it's marked by Yarra. Off they run. Yeah,
bit of room to move. Took a bounce, kicked it to the wing, but it could be turned over here. No, Yarra player did very, very well. Gathered it just. It was Gietzmann, and she's been pinged.
Half a step too far that time. She's off and away.
Tried to do a little bit too much there. So the ball will dribble across the boundary line just in front of the umbrella that we can't see past this morning.
Yeah, it was great work by Ashley
nice
Helsby.
Boundary umpire, though. Brought the ball back inboard so we can see what's going on. Boundary umpire tosses the ball back in. It comes down to the front, picked up and by Goulet, who's been also quite good for Southeast. Ball is underneath the pack, and umpire's going to come and ball it in. Now, I can understand why they pay you the big dollars, Anthony Stangetz, because you said before Yarra are the ones that seem to be running better and playing on at all costs, and that seems to be what's keeping them ahead.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think the missed opportunities for Southeast Juniors is the marks inside 50, and we've seen a missed opportunity again just then.
So Yarra run the ball out and finding in the centre. It's this time Olivia Mcfawn gets the ball across to, I'm assuming, her sister in Charlie. She gets bumped sideways by the player Cattle from Tooradin Delmore down in beautiful southwest Gippsland. Ball right in the middle of the mud. She should be feeling at home there. And fighting forward at the moment under the pack is Masters. And umpire says, play on. And everyone stopped, thought there was going to be a ball up, but the umpire said, no, play on. So they will do that, and this time the Yarra player Smith is underneath the pack, and umpire still says play on, and this is terrific for the kids to have to actually fight for a free kick, and one is going to be paid. It'll be, I think it'll be Jessica Smith with the ball.
Yeah, too high.
Yep.
It's interesting to see that the umpires are letting it play too. Been several packs where they've been doing that. Nice mark taken there by...
That's almost got to be the National Sports Museum mark of the day.
Nicely done there.
Yeah, it might have been Gourlay.
By Smith. I think it might have been as well. I'll agree with you on that, Neil.
Thank you very much.
Comes into the middle. Big pack of players around the ball once again. Mcfawn in there for Yarra, trying desperately to get it out. The umpire will call for it. We'll get a ball up just on the corner of the centre square. Forward of the wing for South East. No, it was defensive side of the wing for South East. My apologies, as they kicked it inside, attacking 50. Now, trying to do it there was Jones, and he's going to get a free kick from it.
That was just a bit clumsy from Danny Jones. There's more Joneses out there than you can poke a stick at. Just a bit clumsy, pushed in the back.
Kicks it to the top of the goal square, running onto it. Out there is Bonnie. Little kick around the body, but it's going to be stopped by Yarra. They're under pressure here, though. Nice little bump on the ball there from the southeast forward. Wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire calling play on. And should come in, and we'll get a ball up forward pocket for Southeast.
We've spoken about Yarra as playing on at all costs, but when you're about 10 metres out from goal, probably not the best time to play on.
Particularly when you're only towards a wall of red and blue.
Correct.
So the ball only 15 metres out from the southeast goal. Quick snap and shot to goal, and that was Courtney Jones, and she puts the first goal on the board for the Southeast Junior. That takes them to 1 goal, 1-7. Yarra 5 goals, straight 30, and don't you love it when the scoreboard, just as you're giving the scores, decides to put on a promotion. Anthony Stangett's run us through that one.
Well, I think it's a reward for effort for the Southeast Juniors. They're dominating the inside 50s this quarter 6-3, which you wouldn't believe from the scoreboard so far, with 1 goal apiece during this term. But the reward for effort is finally there. They haven't been taking those marks inside 50, but just pushing it forward, and a great snap by Courtney Jones, and gets her first and the team's first.
Umpire puts it up in the middle once again, not quite the middle. Play on as it comes out. Tanner got the handball away, but it's going to be turned over here. Southeast with the numbers. Nice little kick there from De Kroon to the wing, 2-on-1. Done very well out there by the Southeast player, who is Rowe, and umpire will call for it.
The 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships. We're watching the youth girls between Southeast and Yarra.
Yeah, 30 plays 7 in favour of Yarra. Just a bit scrappy through that muddy section of the ground. Nice little bump applied there by Hagan. Wrapped up in the tackle though. Umpire calling play on for the moment. Desperately trying to work it out there is Southeast. And they're not going to be able to. Umpire's going to call for it in the traditional middle of the ground.
I reckon they've been told don't give a free kick on the cricket pitches. So up it goes. Good tap down there by the Yarra ruck, and ball goes down to, that time it was Charlie Mcfawn. Mcfawn gets the ball across to her teammate in Kelly, who kicks the ball forward, but running onto it. Good attack at the football there by Southeast, taking it inside 50. Took it a bit easy that time, I think Akers, no it wasn't Akers, beg your pardon, it was Smith. So Southeast got an opportunity to kick it inside 50, round the body. Ball spills over the back. This might be Bonnie who gets the, no it wasn't, I beg your pardon, it was Lorena. And now the umpire has seen something, and the umpire, it's been called back. I think it might have gone out of bounds.
Out of bounds,
yeah.
I think.
It's very hard to see that particular corner, and you've got the benefit, people who are watching, of the camera being able to see that, but not us. So
we're at the back of the stand.
Yeah. People at home might like to call their own here. If you're playing along at home.
So we'll get a boundary throw in on the 50-metre arc in favour of Southeast. Comes to ground level. Picked up here by Yarra, feeds the handball off. This is Mcfawn. Handballed off to Kelly, who got the little kick away into the middle, and it's going to be taken by Charlie Mcfawn. Bit of a run through the middle. Didn't go very far though. Comes into the middle. That mud certainly doing wonders out there for the girls. as we'll get another ball up, making it tough and difficult. It's like watching old-fashioned footy.
It is, isn't it? Goes back to the days of Frosty Miller out here at Shepley Oval. Running through strongly, though, this time is Goulet. Kicks the ball inside 50. Over the back of the pack, running onto it is Akers, who's been good. Smith's down there as well, I think, and is trying to get the ball out. Umpire's going to ball it up about 25 metres out from the southeast goal. And Anthony, they just seem to have got a bit of confidence from that first goal.
Yeah, they have, and play's been all inside their forward half, probably the last 10 minutes of the game so far. So, again, they just need to convert, and the second goal would be helpful leading up to half-time.
O'Connell Webb trying to get it out of the pack there. Umpire letting it go once again. Still calling play on. Now she's going to call for it. We'll get a ball up. About 20 metres out from southeast's goal. Big fly, but no one able to take a hit out there in the ruck. Comes to Mcfawn. Ground level, nice little kick out of defence for Yarra. But it's going to come straight back in. Stall. But didn't go anywhere. Yarra just a little more composed at the moment. Gietzmann. A lot of pressure on her there, and she did very, very well. Got the handball off to her teammate in right, who kicked it to the half-forward flank. But it should be cleared here. No, it's going to go the way of Yarra. And it was Mcfawn. She was tackled at the last minute. A lot of Yarra players around there, and they need to talk and just communicate to get a kick forward. Gietzmann along the ground, off to her teammate in Bateman, who kicked around the body, and it'll be a minus score. Their first minus score for the day, Yarra. They've been very accurate so far.
Yeah, it was great desperation by Rapari for Southeast Juniors. She'd almost given the handball to her opponent, but laid the tackle and made sure that it was tough for her to get a kick away.
So the ball comes outside 50 from the kick in. Good work there by Tanner to get it to her teammate. Ball back to the McFalls. I'll tell you what, the McFall family are certainly contributing to Yarra's performance at the moment. Your worst nightmare, I think, as a Southeast player to be told by your coach, go out and pick up Mcfawn. It seems like there's 5 of them out there, and they're playing a really good game for their league. Umpire about to ball it up just outside 50 in attack for Yarra.
Yeah, Mcfawn doing well in the ruck that time, but the kick's going to come in favour of Southeast. Only as far, though, as Yarra, who kick it back to half forward. Probably should have taken the mark. There was a stall. Kick onto the wing, and a nice mark taken by Jones.
Of the Danny variety.
Yep, and one of a number of multiple Joneses out there this morning. Comes to ground level, handball given off. Alish trying to work away. There, it's going to come in favour of Goulet. She's played fairly well so far in the match, Goulet. Called her a few times so far. Coming out of the pack there is Tanner. She's been good as well. And it's going to come back in the hands of Alish. Goes into the middle. Nice mark taken there by Smith, who kicks it inside attacking 50 for Yarra. Only just. Mcfawn dropped the mark. Probably should have taken. And it is Rapari on ground level there for Southeast. And umpire's going to call it just inside attacking 50 for Yarra.
Probably the biggest differences between the two teams is Yarra's always looking to try and go to that running player through the centre corridor, which is quite often paying off for them.
I think you take the risk, don't you, against a reasonably static-looking Southeast, and you know, if it doesn't come off, then it'll be back soon, I would have thought. Ball scrambling inside 50 on the half-forward flank for Yarra. Ball being worked forward by that would have been Charlie Mcfawn, but that's half-time. And half-time sees the Yarra Junior Football League Youth Girls 5 goals, 131 to the South East Junior Youth Girls. 1 goal, 1-7. It's a 4-goal lead to Yarra at half-time. Well, welcome back. Welcome back for the third quarter in the Victorian Junior Football League 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships. Umpire about to throw the ball up, thankfully on this side of the ground now, the commentary side of the ground. Ball goes up, handballed out by the Yarra player, running onto it this time. It looks like it was Charlie Mcfawn. The Mcfawns have been very, very prominent, haven't they, Matthew?
They have been one of the best players, or a couple of the best players for Yarra this afternoon. 5-goal margin in favour of Yarra.
That'd be a 4-goal margin.
4-goal, yeah.
Slip the shoes and socks off, my friend.
I'm still on the first quarter scoreboard.
Excellent work. And the umpire threw the ball in, but it was bumped straight back over the line for another throw-in. So the boundary umpire just moving in from the boundary to throw the ball in, as is often the case in underage football. Kick forward this time by Cruickshank, inside 50, running onto the ball. That time was Gietzmann, who played on quickly, and a quick kick at goal by Smith. Wasn't successful, didn't have enough legs on it, but the ball kicked out by the South East Juniors, not far enough, and that's a diving mark to Gietzmann, who will take a kick at goal from no more than 15 metres out from goal, and she will have no difficulty with the distance, but accuracy will be the question, and she had difficulty with the accuracy, almost had difficulty with the distance. And that's through from behind, takes the Yarra girls on to 5 goals, 232. South East Juniors, 1 goal, 1-7, and we've played about half a minute into the third quarter here at Shepley Oval.
Yeah, nice kick out from South East, comes to ground level. Hughes overran it, very close to the boundary line. In fact, it's found it just inside 50 still for Yarra. Playing most of the footy down that end of the ground.
And thankfully on this side.
Thankfully. We can see it. Comes to ground level. South East trying to get it. Clearing kick came from Tanner. He's played very well in the ruck position so far this morning. Clearing kick for South East. Nice mark taken there by Dale. Kicks it further afield. Mark will be taken here by Gourlay. Another player we've called a few times so far. Looking for options down along the wing. In a good position was Hughes, but the ball just drifted over the top of her. Dixon tried to get away, but as Neil said, a good tackle applied by Yarra, and they're going to get the free kick.
So Danny Jones with the ball, takes it inboard towards the glue pot, running onto it. This will be Claire running onto it. Doesn't bounce for it because of the mud. And the ball right in the soggy section of the ground. Oh, there's going to be some mums and dads who've got a big job ahead of them this week, washing jumpers and shorts. And one of the shortfalls of calling girls football, Gutsy, is the numbers are covered by ponytails quite regularly. It does make it a bit harder to call, doesn't it?
Yeah, quite different. But I must say, Tegan Sheldon been doing a great job so far in defence for South East Juniors, and the tackling in probably the last quarter and a half for South East Juniors has been a big difference, which has helped them get on a level playing field in this match. Still trailing by the 4 goals, but yeah, right back into this game.
So umpire puts it up just forward of the centre in favour of Janet Tanner with another tap out. Came straight into a couple of players, and we should get another ball up here, and we will. Again, the attacking side of the ground for Yarra, it's where most of the play has been played so far in this match, as the scoreboard suggests. Big plaque around, trying to get the handball out there was Diaz. Clearing kick came in favour of South East onto the centre wing position. Running onto it out there was Masters for Yarra. And it'll be wrapped up in a tackle. She did very well there, Masters. Get a ball up, centre wing position.
Seems to be a confidence thing, doesn't it? The Yarra girls are running harder at it. They're just looking a little bit more sure of themselves. Ball gets balled up, spills out, and O'Hagan kicks the ball towards the 50-metre line, picking up and doing a little bit of tap dancing there to Croon, and the ball spills. She goes back in after it, picked up this time by the Yarra player, kicks it towards Gourlay, who's been good. That's a great kick, just a little bit over the head of her teammate. It looked good off the boot. Ball inside 50 for the South East team. The ball coming out the back. Oh, that's going to be in the back, you would think, and the umpire is going to pay the free kick. And that was Samara Hazeldine getting pushed headfirst into the ground, and she's going to go and have a kick at goal. Bit of an angle, 20 metres out, shouldn't have any difficulty from there. Oh, I shouldn't have called it. She's sprayed it wide, and that takes South East Junior girls on to 1 goal, 2-8. Yarra, 5 goals, 232. It's a 4-goal lead to Yarra at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
Commentator's curse there, Neil.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah. I've got a mum and dad going, don't say that.
There's a ball now fed out of defence by a series of kicks for Yarra on the wing position now. With it is Smith, I think it is, out there. Desperate stuff on the footy. And a lot of players around the ground. The umpire's letting it go, and she's picked out a high free kick, and it's going to go the way of Southeast.
Tegan Sheldon, I think, the girl from the Scoresby Club.
Yep, and the one that Anthony said before is applying some good defensive pressure in the back half for Southeast. They've moved it now to half forward. Coming out and taking a good mark there was De Kroon. And she looks for a target, or sprayed the kick though. It's turned over, picked up by Spencer, who wants to switch to this side of the ground and is now forced to. Pack of players there, though, doing very well there was Mcfawn. But the kick wasn't so good, and it'll be turned over again. Southeast, they're in a bit of trouble in the boggy part of the field. Comes to ground level. They're still going to work it clear here, though. Gourlay worked away around a bit of traffic into the forward line. Ground level, padding it there for Southeast. Ground level, they're going to kick it towards the corridor. Good work there by O'Connell. Webb sends it to the hot spot. It's just drifted across the face of goal, and it will go out of bounds right beside the point post here at Shipley Oval.
Anthony, hard to see better players for Southeast than Logan O'Connell, Webb and Georgia Gourlay so far. They've been very, very solid across the ground.
Yeah, they have, and especially their defensive players so far in this game. But as you mentioned, the work of Gourlay through the middle, she's just pushing that ball inside forward 50 for them, and also the players that are working off half-back. Sheldon's quite often passed to Gourlay, who's tried to push it inside that forward 50 half. But again, they're ahead in the forward 50s for this term, but they've only just got that one score on the board, so they need to increase that and get a goal on the board, because they've had all the momentum, Southeast Juniors.
Certainly have, as they come out of defence now, Yarra. But it might be turned over once again. Southeast, they've got numbers around the footy here. Yarra doing very well though. Picked up by Smith. Gets a little kick away to half forward for Yarra, and the ball will just go across the boundary line and out of play just inside attacking 50 for Yarra. Worked very well on the wing position there. Neil?
I think it highlights what Anthony's been saying, and that is it's spent a lot of time in the forward line there for Southeast with no impact. Ball just moves from one end of the ground to the other, and you know, that makes a huge difference. It's come out of the boundary throw-in, and straight out of bounds again for another throw-in. Anthony Stangett's dealing with the fans that are coming up to see him during the call. It's just a flood of people wandering up to get his autograph. It's great to watch. Ball in defensive 54 Southeast, kicked out wide that time by Sheldon, as Anthony has already said, doing a terrific job for Southeast across the half-back line. Running onto the ball this time is Rapari. She's unable to get her hands on it. She's got some helpers now, but it's going to be Yarra who are over. There's over numbers there, but no, good work there that time by Courtney Jones, who might have been unlucky not to get a free kick. And the umpire, I think, is going to have to come in and ball it up. Inside 50 metres on the half-forward flank, going down towards forward pocket at what would be the Gippsland end of the ground here at Shepley Oval. As part of the 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships, we're watching Southeast Junior Girls versus Yarra Junior Footy League.
Yeah, and Yarra are going to work it clear here as well. Provan probably tried to do a little too much there. And the ball will be in a pack. Umpire should call for it, and does. Now 20 metres out from the Yarra goals. Umpire sends it into the air. Tap out one by Olivia Mcfawn. Comes to ground, and her sister there, Charlie Mcfawn, trying to run onto it, but Southeast got a clearing handball, and now a clearing kick away. Switches it to the ground. It's a foot race, and there's a lot of Yarra players there. Picked up by Tanner. Kick along the ground. It's beaten a couple, and it'll go through for a minor score. So Yarra now move to 5-3-33 to Southeast 1-2-8.
And Anthony, Daisy Bateman running towards us there with three Southeast players against her. It makes you wonder where their opponents are in terms of, are they manning up well enough inside 50?
Well, that's what they need to do. I think they're focusing on some key players for Yarra Juniors so far in this quarter, and maybe doing the double team and concentrating on them, and that's why Yarra's getting so many players loose in their forward line. Provan is got the opportunity to rove the packs when it does go forward, so Yarra doesn't have to take those marks. They've got the smaller players that are at the foot of the contest.
Would it be fair to call her a Provan performer?
Oh, you could do that. You could do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you called that, Neil.
Ball balled up just outside 50 metres. It goes inside 50 now, running onto it, Spencer. Good hands across to Mcfawn. Ball coming inside 50, running onto it there is, it could be Jarrah Kelly trying to get the ball. Gets it across to Cruickshank, onto the left boot. Touched. Rolls through the goals, but it's touch. Yarra, 5 goals, 333. Southeast Juniors, 1 goal, 2-8. You are listening to, or you're watching, in fact, the Yarra versus Southeast match. We've played 10 minutes into the third quarter.
And in fact, the scoreboard's just ticked over 5-4,
You're right,
34 nil to 1-2-8. As Southeast not able to get it out of defence. They might be able to this time, though. Nice mark taken by Sheldon, who kicks it into the middle of the ground, running onto it. Out there will be Rowe. And going for a bit of a bounce now is Jones. And should kick it inside 50, but it'll be an intercept mark by Yarra.
Could have been Danny Jones, I think, marked it.
Kick it out, but it went straight into Helsby. He kicks it back inside, attacking 50 for Southeast. Ball bouncing awkwardly for a couple of players, working very well. There was Ryan, but it's going to be turned over. Halish got a little kick away just in time. When Huda, little kick out of defensive 50 for Yarra. It's going to come straight back in. No, ball was smothered from the kick from Rowe.
Good hands.
Came out of the pack to stall. Punched over the top there, Mcfawn. A lot of players around the footy at the moment. Desperate stuff out there. They need a score here. Southeast, they're pressing. O'Hagan tried to get it out of the pack. Clearing kick comes in favour of Yarra, though. And they're into the middle now, but it's all Southeast. They've got room to move. Nice little shepherd applied there behind play. Standing still there was the Yarra player. Couldn't quite take the mark. Wrapping her up will be Diaz. Comes out of the pack. Helsby kicks it to the hot spot. Nice bit of play there by Dixon, who has a shot on goal and scores. Nice goal there from Dixon. And Southeast get their second. They are 2-2-14. Yarra 5-4-34.
And that's what Southeast Juniors have been threatening for so long. They're dominating the inside 50, 6-3, and a couple of occasions they've just gone forward and missed opportunities towards goal. They haven't found those targets inside forward 50, but they almost took a leaf out of the Yarra Juniors book of playing on at all costs during that goal. And I thought as she was going for goal, Amber Dixon, she had that player in the goal square. Was she going to go for her? Was she going to take it on herself? Took it on herself, got the goal, and we've got a contest, 20 points the margin.
And of course, had she missed, we would have been saying, why did she hand
Yeah, correct.
So it's that's the great thing about being a commentator. You can sit up here and pontificate without having any understanding of what's going on out there. Ball has been thrown up. This time it's cleared again by the Southeast team, but running onto it this time, that might be Catherine Smith, who kicks the ball. That is a fantastic goal. She's kicked that from outside 50. There is your National Sports Museum at the MCG. Goal of the day, Anthony Stanker. It's not much to talk about, just one great kick.
Well, unbelievable when she's coming from the half-back line as well. So great work that she's come off from half-back, kicked her second goal of the morning. Actually lining up in the middle now, so great centre clearance by them, and it has been one of the keys to Yarra's game so far, that they've been dominating the hit out, 16-4 so far in this match, and Tanner has been a key for them in the middle.
It's got to be crushing though, doesn't it? You know, they work so hard, Southeast, to get that goal, and then within 3 kicks there's another one for Yarra. It just must kill them.
And they might get another one here too. Polton's kick inside 50. Comes to the favour of her teammates. It's going to be wrapped up here. No, spills out the back of the pack. Southeast with the ball. Handball comes out. Now a kick from Lorini. Lorana. I'm all confused. Apologies. as we get close to the boundary line, and we should get a ball up just in front of the boundary line. As umpire sends it into the air, tap out in favour of Mcfawn. Still very close to the boundary line on the far side of the ground. Desperate stuff from a couple of players out there getting up from the pack's row.
It's interesting they ball the ball up closer to the boundary than they throw the ball in.
they have been too. Some big pack still around the ball.
Hands.
Yarra might be able to work it clear here. Desperate stuff from the southeast defence though might lock it up, and a high tackle has been paid. It's going to go the way of southeast, so reward for effort for them. And they'll get a kick out of defence here. Into the middle, and a nice mark taken by Stall. Kicks it forward, just working her opponent underneath there, the Yarra defender. And it'll get forward of the wing once again for Yarra. Out there is Kelly. She couldn't control the ball though. Comes out in favour of Hagen.
Oh.
Big kick the ball, and a nice mark taken by Gourlay.
She's been good, Gourlay, and has been a good presence across the centre line. She's waving her hands about a bit, trying to get some movement ahead of her. That's a good kick. That's a 35-metre kick. A teammate couldn't mark the ball, but well roved in front by Helsby. Ball goes out of bounds, and the boundary umpire will probably bring the ball in a little. And no, she's going to actually do it from the boundary line. So unusual on that side of the ground that they're doing that, but she's throwing the ball in, spinning, in it comes. Doesn't make the players. Maybe she should have come in a little bit further, and I think we're going to get a repeat performance. No, in fact, field umpire says play on. Good work by, it was Browning on her hands and knees, but now she's invited a whole stack of other people to turn up. Looks like one of the Mcfawns has got the ball and kicking it forward, and running onto it this time will be for Southeastern. Oh, good left foot kick, smothered well by the Yarra player, and umpire's going to have to come and sort this out. Is she? No, it's, gee, they're letting them play on a bit. Umpire comes in and balls it up this time. Anthony, it's obviously been a directive, let the game go a bit and not pay silly free kicks, just wait till the ball is obvious, the free kick's obvious.
Yeah, they're not making the quick free kicks in today's game. I think trying to let the players extract it from the pack, giving them as much opportunity as possible, and just making sure that they're playing the obvious free kicks this morning.
Yep.
So ball comes in favour of Yarra. A nice tackle. Umpires played in the back though, or what's that? No, it's going to go the way of southeast.
Yep.
And they should get another inside 50 here. It'll be Sheldon, and they do. Nice mark, nearly competed there by the forward player for southeast, and the umpire.
I think actually paid it for chopping the arms.
Yes.
Just a little bit late on it, and she's got up limping a bit.
Yeah, little bit ginger. Gives the handball off. No, umpire saying no, can't do that. But taking the kick will be Gourlay.
She might have got a corky.
Yeah,
just judging by the way she's walking.
O'Hagan, who's struggling, but Gourlay will come in and hopefully get Southeast third goal again. A little bit of a step, ball on its way. Comes just in front of the line. Big pack of players around the ball, being dragged along the ground there. That's a sight.
Tug of war with the football. Great to see.
And umpire will call for it. We'll get a ball up just in front of the goals for Southeast. Clearing kick comes out and has drifted across the face, and we'll get another minus score for Southeast.
The girl from Hampton Park, Carleen Ryan, snapshot. Unlucky not to get, would have been a very handy goal at this stage of the quarter, Gutsy.
Most definitely, and they need another goal. Probably you'd want to be within 3 goals at three-quarter time.
And we're about a minute and a half to go in the quarter.
Correct.
So it comes out. Nice defensive forward pressure from Southeast has kept it inside 50, and umpire will call for it once again. Late stages of this third term of the Youth Girls Grand Final in the 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships. As desperate stuff once again from Southeast. Might get another shot on goal here if they can control it nicely. They haven't been able to, and the siren has sounded. It's a nice little lead for the Yarra Juniors Football Club. 6-4-40 plays 2-3-15. We haven't gone far from the centre bounce to get this last quarter underway. Yarra up 6-4-40 to Southeast 2-3-15 as Southeast...
Not helped by the fact that their player has just kicked it the wrong way.
No, they're a bit confused like I am. As it comes out now to Gietzmann, who gets it forward to the hot spot. Working well there for Southeast was De Kroon. Kick just outside of the attacking 50, but it's going to come straight back in. Smith kicks it, not very far. And Smith might get it back here, sends the handball out of the pack, but it's all Southeast. If they can take clean possession of it, they will here. They'll clear defence, and it comes to Helsby.
Good tackle.
Very good tackle there. Over the ball is Cattle. Umpire hovering and will call for it just on the corner of the cricket pitches there.
I think it might have been Taylor O'Hagan who kicked the ball 40 metres the wrong way in good company. Billy Longer did that in one of his early games for the Brisbane Lions. Kicked about 60 metres out of the centre. Ball goes inside 50 for the Yarra side, but a good mark by Bonnie Ross, the girl from Fountain Gate, who gets the ball across to her teammate, kicks it outside 50. Ball spills. It was Gourlay she was looking for, but it's picked up by Yarra. Good left foot kick by Cruickshank inside 50. And that's a terrific mark. If the good folks in front could sit down so we could see.
Yep,
Ball
Claire.
it was Claire, thank you. And she kicks it across to Tanner, who's been amongst the best players for Yarra today, Anthony.
Yeah, she has, and been a great performer. She's been dominating the ruck right from the start, and that has been the key area for Yarra in this match. Unfortunately, kicking wasn't the best on that occasion. The tap work has been fantastic. And
a good mark by Rapari in the back pocket. Gets the ball moving reasonably quickly, looking for her teammate there in row. Couldn't get it to her, so now putting themselves under pressure. Few handballs, but eventually Rapari follows up with good work from the back pocket. Kicks it down onto the wing. It's Yarra in numbers. And the Southeast team arrive a bit late, but most effectively because they've tied it up, and the umpire, I think, will have to come in and bounce the ball, metaphorically speaking, because no one can bounce a ball out there today, Matthew.
No, correct. Tricky conditions on ground level as the umpire puts it into the air. Tanner again with the tap out for Yarra. They're going to get another inside 50 here, but a mark swallowed there by Ross. And she switches to the commentary side of the ground. It might be turned over here, working very well there for Yarra. Comes into a bit of a pack. A lot of players trying to fight for the ball, and umpire will call for a ball up. Forward of the wing for Yarra. Quite a good lead. Tanner again with another fist out of the ruck. Comes to ground level. Poulton's there for Yarra. Came out of the back of the pack though for Southeast. Nice little kick around the body to the centre wing position. Picking it up there will be Jones. Nice kick to half forward. Couldn't complete the mark there was Hazelden. Comes to ground level. Southeast still trying to get the ball out here. And umpire will call for a ball up. Half forward flank for Southeast.
Just get the sense, though, that it's a damn wall waiting to break, isn't it? That Yarra just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And Southeast working really hard, but just not able to overcome the pressure being put on them. Kick forward that time by Zangatinas. Gets it down to the wing, running onto it this time. Daisy Bateman trying to get a handle on the ball. Does so eventually. Can't get the kick. Good tackle there. It would have been Sheldon who tackled her very well, and Stacks on the mill. Oh, a little bit of aggression being shown by Cassie Rowe, and umpire says, "I'll pull it up."
Lucky there was a football there.
Good excuse.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Neil.
Ball comes down onto the wing. The ball in dispute, and Smith, who's been prominent in the second half with that terrific goal, is going to be a free kick, and it's paid her. She might have been clipped a bit high as she went in for the ball. Kicks it in towards the centre, and the ball spilled that time by Kelly, but backed up nicely by Zangantinas, who gets bumped off the ball for a trouble. Cruickshank kicks the ball inside 50, and ball takes to the front, kicked out by Hughes, and that's almost a good mark taken by Stahl.
Yeah, they've worked their way into a bit of trouble, though, Southeast. Gourlay on ground level, might be turned over here, and is Yarra dive on the footy. Comes out of the pack somehow, and trying to feed a handball out there was Masters. She was all wrapped up, though, by the Southeast defenders. Handball comes to Gourlay, who sends a kick into the middle. 2-on-1, though, in favour of Yarra, though. Coming in late was Jones. Nice little pick-up. Her handball didn't go anywhere, though. Ball wrapped up in a pack once again, and umpire will call for it. Just in front of our commentary position here at Shepley Oval. Yarra 6-4-40 to Southeast 2-3-15.
Couldn't be in a better spot for us. Good punch down, though, by Rapari. She's done well since she's been moved into the run. Good tackle by the Yarra player there in Provan, and kicks the ball into the centre, finds her teammate Kelly. Kelly kicks the hand, passes it off to Mcfawn. Ball inside 50 again, but running onto it this time, the Southeast girls, they've got to get a move on. Good smother, that time by Tanner. I think she might have tasted the football that time. I think it might have hit her in the face. This time coming through, trying to break a three is Stahl. Ball eventually finds its way out. Tanner hand passed the ball onto Cruickshank onto her left foot, which I think is her natural kicking foot. If not, she's a very good wrong footer. Picked up that time by Gietzmann, gets it round the corner. Can't find her teammate. Look, getting onto it now. Thrown out by the Yarra player. Eventually comes out to Southeast. This looks like it might be Jones running onto it again. And a good bump. Tanner showing her size advantage there. It was in fact Polkinghorne, the Yarra player. Kicked forward this time by the Southeast player, but cut off by Provan.
Who sends it back into attack for Yarra, but it's a bit of a ping-pong game at the moment because Southeast have taken the mark, half-back flank. Calling for options, doesn't have a lot to go to, decides to go to a bit of a pack, and taking a nice mark there was Smith. He's picked it up nicely in this quarter.
As her last effort.
Yeah, it's now kick inside 50 for Yarra, and a nice mark nearly taken there by Yarra. Ooh. Now a bit of a high bump there, I thought. Umpire called play on. Handball comes out to Provan. Works her way around a bit of traffic. Dodgy looking kick off the boot. Failed to take the mark there was the Southeast defender. Ball came out to Masters, who nearly dropped the ball. Play on, said the umpire. Comes to Cruickshank, who sends it inboard for Yarra at ground level, working her way through a bit of traffic. There was Bateman, but Southeast should be able to clear. Missing the mark though was Hazelden. They're under pressure here. Southeast couldn't gather it. Was Cruickshank. Shocking kick off the boot.
She's definitely a left foot. You can tell the way she moved onto it.
As Tanner kicks it to the goal square, Bateman might have been held. Handball out though in favour of Southeast. Masters ridden into the ground there by Stall. Southeast with possession at the moment. Just need to get a clearing handball and a clearing kick away. The umpire will call for it inside 50 for Yarra.
Unbelievable intensity being shown by both teams. Southeast Juniors having to defend gallantly, and Yarra just throwing everything at them. They want to put this game beyond doubt.
So into the goal square, ball punched forward, picked up round the body by that would have been Gietzmann, but the mark has been taken, and don't you hate a ponytail? I think it's Bateman. Thankfully, her hair bumped up, and she's kicked the goal, and if it wasn't over before, it is now, and that's the first goal to Daisy Bateman, and Anthony Stankett's a 5-goal lead at this stage of the game. I think she's all over.
Yeah, it is easily over now, and 7 inside 50s to zip this term has been the major difference. Yarra's just continued to push it inside forward 50. Southeast Juniors have been gallant. They've repelled every attack that have gone through, but sometimes, as you mentioned before, the dam wall needs to break, and it has broken now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more goals piled on by Yarra.
Very hard to keep yourself up, isn't it, for this now? And it's really, if the game had been closer, it would have been a much better. Like, the game has been, it's good. It's just been that early break by Yarra, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just gone to their advantage. It's been a close contest as the ball should find the boundary line and does.
Cliche alert, but Southeast have been playing catch-up footy all day, haven't they? I mean, since that early stage where they got themselves into strife, and it's been really exhausting for them to keep that effort up all the way through.
Probably the nerves of the grand final getting to them.
And Yarra got off to a really good start. A couple of goals in that first part of the game.
They took advantage of it on ground level. Gourlay. Now this is Smith. She's all wrapped up and will get a ball up. Centre wing position.
She's been important in the second half, Smith, with that goal and some other good stuff she's done.
Has been played very, very well. There's Mcfawn on ground level there for Yarra. The effort, though, by Southeast has been very, very good. Their intensity and tackling has been one of their features for mine today.
I think that, as you say, their nerves and Yarra's confidence, I think, played an important part in the early game when the game was there to be won.
Yarra, little toe poke kick, didn't go very far though. Jones paddling it along for Southeast. Handball comes out of the pack, diving on the footy there. For Yarra was that Smith that has been playing very well in this second half. Get another ball up. Nice tap out by Rapari. Goes into a bit of space, might found the boundary line and does. We'll get a boundary throw in.
Another player who's been very, very important in this last quarter, particularly and late in the third quarter, is number 18, Beth Cruickshank. She's been very, very good with getting a long, raking left foot kick going.
So ball still in a pack at the moment. Ball spills out. A lot of players around the footy at the moment. As that Cruickshank gets the kick. Nelly found the boundary line, but gathering was O'Connell. Webb worked her way around a bit of traffic. A kick, though, was poor. It'll be turned over. Mark taken by Smith, who kicks it to centre half back. Running onto it will be Masters. Kicks it out wide. Trying to gather is Zagontinos. And she has. Gives the handball off. She might receive it back here because Kelly ran into trouble. Kick along the wing to half forward. Nice little handball out, though, from the Southeast defence. They send it into the middle. Nelly taking the mark there was Lorena. Ball on the deck again. And umpires paid a high tackle. And it'll go the way of Yarra and the way of Masters.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable by the umpires today. Haven't paid too many free kicks. They've paid the obvious ones and really let this game flow, which I think in some of the occasions when the packs have formed, it's confused some of the players because they've been waiting for a whistle and probably used to a whistle in certain occurrences, but great job by the umpires today.
Yeah, and that's all credit to them. Kicked inside 50 this time by Cattle, coming out to meet it. Good punch that time by Akers, who's been very strong in defence. And ball spills out, might be a chance here for the Southeast girls. Jones throws it onto the boot, and there's her goal. Courtney Jones' second goal. And I think, unfortunately, at this stage, what you might term a consolation goal, but good work around the pack, Anthony Stangens.
Oh, fantastic work by them, and that's only their first inside 50 of that final term, and great to see them convert it. Courtney Jones has made the most of her opportunities when it's come down there in the forward line, and a good long shot towards goal, roved it and got the goal. So great work by Southeast Juniors. They could have thrown in the towel after that last Yarra goal, but they're going to continue to fight it out.
So ball comes out of the centre. It was Olivia Mcfawn that time, I think, with it. Kicks the ball forward. This time, though, is the Southeast Junior coming out to meet it. Good attacking football that time by Provan, who's been good. Ball comes to Jones, the goal kicker. She kicks the ball around her body. Oh, stood and waited for it that time. It was Spencer who didn't attack it, and the ball bounced past her. Always got to run hard at the ball, don't you, Matthew Cox?
You do. One of the things you've got to play attacking football, especially in a grand final. You want to leave all your energy out there on the ground knowing that you've done enough. And,
there's a few of them looking a bit like that at the moment.
There is. I know I certainly would be as the ball comes to ground level.
Well, we are, and we're sitting down.
Yes, we are. as Jones had it. Umpires picked out a free kick, and it's going to go the way of, I believe it is Browning. So Browning to take the free kick.
Cop one a little bit high in the pack.
And speaking of popping high, she pops it to the hot spot. Good punch, but it's fallen straight in the hands of Dixon, who's got another one. And a late charge here by Southeast keeps things interesting. Just a couple of scoring shots in the last couple of minutes.
And they've done it to us again.
They have.
That scoreboard.
They've moved the scoreboard. There it is, 7-4, 46 plays, 4-3, 27.
19-point lead to Yarra, and interesting statistic, Anthony, the 4 goals to the Southeast Juniors have come from 2 players, both from the Cranbourne Footy Club.
Yeah, they've had a great day, the Cranbourne Football Club. Georgia Gourlay, also from Cranbourne, so they've been well represented in today's match. And
Kayla Rapari too's done really well in the second half, so well done to the Cranbourne girls. Inside 50 again from the ruck work. Ball's going to roll out of bounds before Amber Dixon can get there. And a little bit too late, I think, but maybe Yarra are thinking that they've already over the line and they're just starting to relax. It's good to see that the Southeast girls running it out, Matty.
Yeah, they are keeping, as I said before, keeping things interesting. Punch from behind from Smith, but free kick's going to go.
No, umpire was giving the free kick to the boundary umpire to have another go. Didn't quite put enough special K into the...
Which was fair enough too. There we go. A much better one that time from the boundary umpire. Brings it back into play. Browning. Sprawling kick out of the pack. And it'll go out on the full. Free kick to go the way of Yarra.
Been one of the better performed today for Southeast Juniors. We mentioned some of the other players before, but Emily Browning... well, I was going to say she was in defence, but everyone's basically down in the forward half
standing in the goal square down there by herself.
Yeah, Southeast Juniors. She's down there all alone and flooding the forward 50 for Southeast Juniors now at Yarra.
Big pack around the ball. Umpire's going to call for it again. Getting up off the bottom of the pack there was Provan. Umpire sends it into the air. Comes to ground. O'Connell Webb did well. Went as far as her opponent, though, in a series of handballs through the middles. Zagantinos is involved. Came out to Polton. Nearly a turnover, though. Risky stuff there from Yarra, and they've turned it over. It's been turned over once again to Spencer, who kicks it to centre half back for Yarra. Zagantinos probably didn't do enough there. In there as well is Kelly. For Yarra, Southeast, they're putting a lot of pressure on at the moment. Yarra just can't seem to get a clear disposal away. And we'll get another ball up in the middle of the field.
So umpire balls it up. We're into the last few minutes of the grand final here, and the ball coming out. It is the Southeast player running onto it. Couldn't pick it up. Good effort by the Yarra player, who might have caught one a bit high, and gets up off the ground, and guess who it is? It's Catherine Smith. She's been very solid in the second half, Anthony.
Yeah, she has, and Cassandra Rowe just making sure that the air was all pumped up in the Sharon football out there.
So the ball out on the far side of the ground. Good hands. This time comes to Hazelden. Hazelden gets a scrappy kick forward, looking for her teammate. She's besieged by Yarra players. And I think the umpire, good on the umpire, she's let it go. A lot of umpires would have called that and said, no, let's have a ball up. She's let the players get the ball out themselves, but this time she's going to be called into action. 7 goals, 446, the Yarra Junior Footy League Youth Girls leading the Southeast Junior Youth Girls 4-3-27. It's a 19-point lead to the Yarra girls.
In the 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships here at Shepley Oval. Is trying to work it out there was O'Connell Webb, and she's been pinged for holding the ball. Free kick going the way of Yarra. And they send it forward of the wing. Trying to grab it there was Claire. Very close to the boundary line on that far side of the ground.
You're almost in the front garden of the house over the road. They're that far out there.
Or at least in that car.
Absolutely.
So umpire balls it up. Tap out one in favour of Yarra. Clearing kick came the way, though, of South East. Browning with the ball. Ground level, though. Smith again involved in the play for Yarra. And umpire will call for it.
For every unhappy commentator that's on the other side of the ground, there's a very happy sponsor who's getting their advertising signs in the focus. Umpire balls the ball up, spills into another big crowd of players. Picked up by the Southeast player who's on their hands and knees trying desperately to get the ball out. Umpire's right there. She's going to throw the ball up again, right in front of the speed herds. TAC sign, but she's all over. Yarra Junior Football League declared the champions for this year. 7 goals, 446. The Southeast Juniors gallant in the last quarter. 4 goals, 327, a 19-point win to the Yarra Junior Footy League in the 2014 National Sports Museum Junior Championships. Here's the man that's got the stats and all the ideas, Anthony Stangers.
Yeah, great performance by Yarra, setting it up with a 4-goal to 1 behind first term, and their goal scorers in the match today, Catherine Smith and Olivia Mcfawn, 2 goals apiece. Daisy Bateman with a goal in the final term, and 2 first-term goals by Jessica Provan and Isabella Gietzmann. Great performance by them. Southeast Juniors, their goal kickers, Courtney Jones with 2 and Amber Dixon also with 2. But having a look at the stats from the match, and they tell a pretty good tale of the game, and it was the hit-outs. So getting those centre clearances and first use of the ball, 19 hit-outs Yarra to 9 for Southeast Juniors. Basically the inside 50s, just one separating them, 26 to 25, but the marks inside 50 were also a key for Yarra, and that was one of the areas where they dominated on the score sheet, and got a much, a well-deserved win, and great to see that they could back it up again from last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the National Sports Museum Metropolitan Junior Championship Grand Final Series for 2014. Thank everybody for being out here, and I think to start us off this afternoon, we please round of applause for both teams on a tremendous game of football. I'd like to invite to the stage AFL Victoria Female Development Manager Shiloh Curtis to make presentations, and to start off with, best on ground presentation, Catherine Smith from Yarra Junior Football League. We particularly thank and congratulate the umpires on their appointments to today's grand finals, and invite them to also come forward and receive medallions. The field umpires, Hannah Bales, Talia Manning and Grace Bridges. Boundary umpires, Brooke Foster and Anna Ferdeska. And 2 goal umpires, John Bales and Al Manning. Now I'd like to invite to the stage the coach of the Southeast Juniors Youth Girls side, Keith Edwards, to say a few words on behalf of his team.
Thanks for that. First and foremost, well done Jeff and the girls. Tremendous effort today, really good team effort across the board. Well done, good job. Our girls, as I said, half-time, didn't drop your head, you come out and you outscored them in the second half. Fantastic effort, couldn't be more proud over the last 4 or 5 weeks, but today, to finish it off the way you did, mighty proud. Thanks guys.
And invite the runners-up from the Southeast Juniors to come forward and receive medallions. Number 2, Talia Hughes from Beaconsfield Junior Football Club. Courtney Jones from Cranbourne Football Club. Emily Browning, Hampton Park Junior Football Club. Olivia Cattle, Tooradin Dalmore Football Club. Tegan Dale, Tegan Dale from the Beaconsfield Junior Football Club. Amber Dixon, Cranbourne Football Club. Bianca Hazelden, Hampden Park Junior Football Club. Samara Hazelden from Hampden Park Junior Football Club as well. Number 10, Ashley Helsby from Cranbourne Football Club. Logan O'Connell Webb from Endeavour Hills Junior Football Club. Tegan Pearce from Scoresbury. Number 13, Cassandra Rowe from Turin Dalmore Junior Football Club. Tegan Sheldon from Scoresby Junior Football Club. Paris Stall, Mornington Football Club. Number 16, Cody Freeman from Fountain Gate Junior Football Club. Not here. Georgette Goulet from Cranbourne Football Club. Cassandra Lorena, Narry South Lions Junior Football Club. Taylor O'Hagan from Officer Junior Football Club. Kayla Rapari from Cranbourne Football Club. Bonnie Ross, Fountain Gate Junior Football Club. Carleen Ryan, Hampton Park Junior Football Club. Number 24, Karina Diaz from Parkmore Junior Football Club. 25, Courtney De Kroon, Officer Junior Football Club. And number 27, Caitlin Bonney, Officer Junior Football Club. Again, congratulations, girls, on all making the final, and thanks very much to all the support staff and coaches for the work they've done. And now for the Yarra Junior Football League, the Youth Girl Premiers for 2014. Number 1, Tessa Zagatinas. Number 2, Daisy Bateman. Number 3, Nicole Ackers. Number 4, Jara Kelly. Number 5, Julia Hellisay. Number 6, Abby Glascott. Number 7, Kate Tanner. Number 8, Danielle Polkinghorne. Number 9, Olivia Atwell. Number 11, Ali Wenhunda. #12, 12, Danny Jones. 14, Madeline Wright. 19, Brooke Clare. 22, Holly Spencer. 31, Charlie Mcfawn. 32, Olivia Mcfawn. 33, Melissa Polton. 46, Jessica Provan. 51, Isabella Gietzmann. 57, Chelsea McRae. 58, Ali Masters. 59, Jessica Smith. Then co-captains, and invite them to stay up on the stage. Number 18, Beth Cruickshank. And number 13, Catherine Smith. And coach, Jeff Hooper. And I invite Jeff to say a few words on behalf of the Yarra Junior Football League.
Well, firstly, congratulations to Keith and the girls from Southeast Juniors. If you have any doubts about female footy and the development of it, just come and watch Georgia Goulet and Catherine Smith play a game of footy and go head to head. It's fantastic, isn't it? Well done, girls. To our girls, it is something you can tell your grandchildren now. I did promise you that. Well done. To all of the support staff and everybody else on both leagues, this is an incredible carnival. Thanks to AFL Victoria and everything that's done to get all of this together. And there's only one thing left for me to say: go Yarra!
And stay up there, Jeff. And get him back up again. And now invite Shiloh to present the National Sports Museum Youth Girls Cup to the Premiers Yarra Junior Football League.